Grab your boards. Welcome all surfers to Wavvy's Atlantic Ocean. Surf, 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 baby. You wanna surf on the title, Wavy? Yeah. Twerk, baby. For certain, she moving so perfect. Surf, baby. You wanna surf on the title, Wavy? Twerk, baby. I'm loving the way that you surf it.
All my niggas, they gangbang, and all these niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready. I'm throwing them monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
Yo, you already know it's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavy's world. Salute to all the surfers for pulling up. You already know it's another Surfer Nation situation. You feel me? Alright, we about to hit that wave cave. Yo, you already know we in that good old wave cave. Salute to all of you, the surfers, for pulling up. We about to get right into it. And of course, I hope everybody is doing good, well, and super smooth, physically and mentally, because shit is for sure real out here. So make sure y'all get them good old fingers ready to hit that like and hit the comment section and hit that hype. You feel me? So now let's get the party officially started. So we're going to touch on the recent situation over there on No Jumper. Now I'm saying the last, well, not the last show, but the show before the last show. Now I mean, with Adam22, Munchie B, and Hefe, Lush, Uno, and then his girl made a special appearance. You know what I'm saying? What's a Germ? You feel me? It was a good podcast. That joint was like 7 hours long and everything. I watched the whole thing, but a certain part of this podcast caught my attention. Well, a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie, my boy Munchie B was too drunk. You feel me? But anyway, right here we're gonna talk about a certain topic that had came up, and that topic is about 4 extras, right? So of course I got the clips. Y'all know how I do with the clips. You know what I'm saying? And Adam22 kind of went on one. You know what I mean? And it was in response to 4 extra what he said during his interview with Trap Lord Ross, compliments of Cam Capone news. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the Cam Capone clip first, just so y'all could, you know what I mean, know why Adam22 reacting the way he's reacting. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I'm gonna directly after that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let Adam22 reaction play. All right, so that way all that gonna go through at one time, and then of course I'm gonna do what I do when it's over with. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and run these 2 clips, and after the clips we'll be back to this.
Ask all the time, when you going back to No Jumpers? Nigga, I ain't going back. I ain't no going back. Why would I go back to that's on the internet talking about me? You get up there with my enemies, talk about my head, talk about me, laugh like it's funny? I would have broke your jaw. What do you mean? I looked at you as a friend. I looked at that as a friend. I brought that to my neighborhood. I brought that to Vernon Avenue. And that nigga think it's smiles and faces. My homies, my family, my loved ones sad. They crying. They thinking I'm dying. I'm collapsing. What the fuck? I'm getting blood transfusions. Surgery for 5 hours and 30 minutes. And you think it's funny to say, to get up there and think it's smell? I would have broke his face. Hell no, I'll never go back there. Cause you was just a buster like the rest of these with a sheep over your head, pretending. That's how I feel. So when you watch this, make sure you understand when you watch this what I'm saying. Cause I would never, ever talk about it that I call my friend like that. And you think he don't understand what he's saying? He didn't say nothing wrong? You need to go sit down and think to yourself what you said wrong. I would never go back to something that a nigga sit up there and what's the name talked. I'm a real, and on real would never ever let it disrespect them in their face. I'm a real, I'm gonna kill you about my respect before I let any talk about me in my face. Understand that. Ain't nothing broke me. It just made me worse.
For real.
Few moments later.
Literally, this is a super compelling argument. I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't have intimate information about this situation and I just saw this clip, I'd be like, yeah, this white guy sounds like a piece of shit.
I have reviewed the tapes. The worst part is like King Pill says something about the fade god, and I get like a little smirk, like everybody laughing. I'm like, I was not taking part in a 4X teardown campaign. It wouldn't have made any sense for me to do that. This is someone I had been working with for multiple years at that point, who I was deeply invested in, who I was paying on a monthly basis. I had attended his court hearings. The idea that I was in any way involved with trying to take him down or make content out of laughing at him is bananas. Munchie B had been involved in a war of words with 4X over the last year. I had not fanned the flames of it. I was not contributing to it. It wasn't something I was in favor of, but I do a weekly podcast with Munchie B, and I wasn't going to kick him off the podcast just because you blew your hand off with a firecracker, okay? I just want to make that perfectly clear, because it doesn't appear that I made any offensive jokes. It appears that now the goalposts have been moved towards the point that my negative, bad friend behavior towards 4Extra consisted of smiling after somebody else made a joke. And for the record, I was trying not to smile. It's clearly a restrained smile. I saw this. I was pissed. I feel like 4Extra's completely misrepresented me. So I decided that I need to speak the language that he speaks. So I took to my story and I said, hey, 4Extra, if you want to get on a national platform like Cam Capone and lie on the 22ster, who is objectively, I am the number one person who has ever given you an opportunity in your life. I'm the number one person who has ever given you money in your entire life. You have never received more money than you received from me. I am the number one person who made you famous, who gave you opportunities, who helped create the lore that now surrounds you. Because of the fact that you are a fucking snake and you took to this national platform, Cam Capone News, with 1.3 million subscribers, and lied about me.
Damn.
I need that fade. I need to settle this score in a ring, in a cage, whatever it might be. I don't fight on the streets. I'm like Mike fucking Tyson. I only fight in the ring for money.
He might just
for
beat your
extra.
ass.
I need that fade.
Am I here wrong?
He might
You
just
heard
beat
me
your
right.
ass.
You heard me right, brother man.
Hold on.
And I'm gonna need you ringside.
No, hold on. Am I hearing wrong?
Nah, he said it.
You heard it. You heard it, brother. I think Ant's asleep now.
No. Oh, hey, hold on. I'm gonna admit.
God, can you shove him?
No. I did those all day. But hold on. Am I hearing right?
The 22ster needs that fade. Yeah, you heard it right. Literally. In the ring, in a sanctioned fighting apparatus. I don't fight in the streets. I just want to make that perfectly clear.
Bro, do you know how big that would be?
That'll be big. Yeah, I agree.
What if 4Extra beats your ass?
You know?
I mean, look, listen. If I'm from my if, that's if. I'm if I'm stiff. Look, fuck that. Look, hold on. This is big. The white boy, hold on. What?
No, hey, Adam, like you're dead serious about this too.
I need that fade. Like, what am I? Remember, you and Suspect.
Yeah.
You sat
remember
on this platform, a national platform with 4.7, I don't know, million subscribers, and you said something terrible about Suspect. What did Suspect do? He drove out to your crib. Or no, you drove out to his crib,
yeah,
and he knocked your ass out multiple times in front of his father while his father filmed.
Well, his dad wasn't filming. I think it was a rig cam. But.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, if 4Extra wants to take to a platform like Cam Capone and lie about me, then I'm going to need that fade. Part of what he said in the Cam Capone video was that he'll break my face. that he'll beat my ass. So what? Let's fucking dance.
But
I'd like to see the fight.
I need that fade, not in the parking lot,
Okay, so did he say this before?
not behind the corner store, not in Baby Snap's alley.
Before
I need that fade in the ring.
Before or after the
Not
hand?
in Baby Snap.
His hand
Baby
gone.
Snaps.
His hand
Now
gone.
you went way to the 5-5.
We ain't going over there.
5-5.
That's too far.
No, Adam, but you know his hand gone. So
He got metal up
Okay.
that thing.
and
Yeah, how we gonna broach this subject?
So you know he can't.
I did think of that. I thought of that.
He can't fuck with you for sure.
What are you talking about? You don't think? Listen, before he nerfed himself, he would have wiped the floor with me. Let's just make that perfectly clear.
No, you're lying.
I think it's a fair fight now.
I don't believe that.
Alright, so there you go. Y'all heard and or saw that thing, you know what I mean? Or saw and or heard that thing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So first I'm gonna touch on for extra part, you know what I mean? And his reaction to Adam22 and the fact that he made it clear he'll never ever appear back on No Jumper. And the thing is, I hope you mean what you say for extras. Now I'm saying what he probably do, but I hope you mean what you say, bro. Because now you pop up on No Jump at any time in life, that statement will come back to hunt you for sure, for sure. So that's one. Two, he's very much so in his feelings, all right? Which that already been a known thing even before this interview. You know what I'm saying? It already been known that he has a distaste for Adam22 because, as he said, he feel like Adam22 was taunting him, making fun of him, and everything like that, and specifically making fun of him with his enemy, talking about Munchie B. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the two sets don't get along, right? So, based off of what he's saying, it's like, I understand that. You feel me? I get it. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, he allowed himself to get that attached and get his emotion that involved as far as assuming him and Adam22 was at a certain level that they probably wasn't, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we all know Adam22 is Adam22, and the fact that I'm always watching No Jumper, I'm not gonna lie, for extra was kind of putting a little bit of extra gas on it. You know what I'm saying? I think so. You know what I mean? Even though Adam22 could have stopped certain things from happening, but it's like, it's business too, you know what I mean? And Munchie B is one of his hosts. But it wasn't like, see, I believe for extra just didn't want Adam22 to just completely shut any conversation with his name in it coming up, whether he joined it or not. Now, he said he laughed and everything. I do remember that, you know what I mean? Him giving a little chuckle. If something funny, my nigga, is like, even though you might not want him to laugh, if a little laugh come out, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, you can't just assume, oh, because he laughed a little bit, you know what I mean? Even though he was trying to hold it in, he let it out. Oh, that's the op now. Come on, you can't, that ain't how that go. All right, so when it first started off, Adam22 wasn't joining in the shit talking. You know what I'm saying? But of course, he's there. So, you know, they try to, you know, for extra trying to make it seem like you guilty by association type of shit. Like you were there with them. They were talking about this. You gave a little chuckle. You went there with them. You know what I mean? And for extra do have extreme emotions, right? But now, all that being said, it came ultimately down to what? Adam22 feel they want to fade because, oh, I'm happy I said that because I forgot on the part when I was on for extra clip. For extra definitely made the statement of he'll break his jaw, you know what I'm saying, break his face, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like he would have did that to him, he would have said that, played with him in his face and everything, which I for sure believe he would have with the reputation that for extra have. I believe he would have straight popped on him, you know what I'm saying? But you saying that Adam22 reaction is warranted as far as saying, yo, I need that fade because you talking crazy. You know what I mean? On top of, I help you with this, I help you with that. You know what I mean? So it's like, nigga, you acting like I wasn't holding you down, like I ain't changed your freaking life. Which Adam22 for sure did. You know what I mean? Like, you look at the broad picture of it. Now, of course, once it came out that for extra was basically playing Adam to the left and everything, you know what I mean? Trying to go and seek that 50K interview, you know what I mean? All that then Adam22, you know, he did start to join in on a bit of the joking, you know what I'm saying, making fun of. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna make it seem like he never joined in, you know what I'm saying? But even him joining in, it wasn't like he was harping on it too much. You know what I mean? At least from my recollection, but maybe I missed something. You know what I mean? That's why I need y'all, the surfers, hit the comment section. Let me know, you feel me? I ain't perfect, but I don't remember him like harping on it. You know what I'm saying? Him personally. Of course, the people around him, for sure. Munchie B, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Taking whatever shots, whoever else taking whatever shots. You know what I mean? Making little jokes and stuff. Yeah, but Adam22 was mostly, when he would speak on the fact that financially, like, he was taking them type of shots more so than anything. I feel like he would take them shots like, you ain't gonna be able to get that 50K. You know what I mean? You basically threw me on the back burner after I did this and that. I thought I was gonna at least be the person that get your first interview and everything. He felt some type of way, you know what I'm saying? As he should, because I will say, For Extra did go about the way he was doing things. He didn't go about that right. You know what I'm saying? He being on some typical hood nigga shit. You feel me? Straight up. That's the type of time he came home. Oh, this just happened to me. I got a little buzz. People gonna wanna know what happened. The picture went viral. You know what I'm saying? Of him holding his freaking hand. So in his head, he's seeing dollar signs. But dollars should not make you do anything weird toward the person that even pissed you on. Because other than that, we wouldn't know who no For Extra is. Know what I'm saying? At least I wouldn't know. Know what I mean? I wouldn't know who For Extra was if it wasn't for Adam22 exposing him to the world. Like, know what I mean? He gave him a voice for real. Other than that, For Extra would just be another super gang banged out dude, and that's it. That did hell time in prison, like a whole bunch of people are. You know what I'm saying? California, know what I mean? In any other state where they got gangs at, he just would have been another nigga, you know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, and the type of person I am, I'm an appreciative dude. I mean, that's why I always thank the surfers on every level, you feel me, down to everything, anything that y'all do. You know what I'm saying? So if a person did as much as Adam22 did, man, listen, there's no way I'm gonna go chasing a possible interview, you know what I'm saying, and slamming my peoples out. Everything would have to come back to the home team, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I just have my own channel and all that going the same way Munchie B and Hefe. You know what I'm saying? I think Lush Guy got his own channel, I think. But still, he ain't tripping about that type of shit, right? So even though I give Adam22 a hard time on certain things, because he do be tripping when it comes to shit, but in this situation, he held him down, you feel me? He held him down as a boss should, you know what I'm saying? And I say as a boss should, because once you start trying to put a personal relationship on something, that's when you start to think that you're obligated a certain thing, or you think a person could look past a certain thing, and that's where For Extra got a twisted at. You know what I'm saying? Like he seemed like an appreciative dude, but he gotta understand that shit gotta go both ways, and a nigga don't really owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you give a person your ass to kiss, you know what I'm saying, you kind of open up all type of doors. So this is all coming down to this fade now, you feel me? And I will say, I don't think Adam would have had this same energy if For Extra didn't have the situation with his hand. If For Extra was still 100%, Adam22 would not be talking about no fade, no boxing ring, none of that. You know what I'm saying? He would not be talking about that. Let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? But he acting like he want that. And will For Extra entertain that? I'm not sure. You feel me? I know I heard Compton Rick Rock offer to catch that fade form. You think Adam22 gonna accept that? For sure he not. You know what I'm saying? And I don't doubt people. But Adam22 kind of exposed the type of person he is. I don't foresee that happening, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's a big bag involved. Now, if there's a big bag involved, he just might do it, because he was trying to fight Aaron, the plumber, and apparently from what they're saying, Aaron turned it down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he won't do it for the right price, but when it comes to For Extra, it seems like he just want the fade. It's not even he ain't mentioned it had to be a price. He is talking about the fade. You feel me? So it's like, nigga, yeah, I feel you, know what I'm saying? What he said, whether his hand blown off or not, you talking like that, me personally, I don't care about none of that at that point. I don't care about you being handicapped, you missing a leg, whatever the case may be. You talk crazy, then you could be a paraplegic. Watch your mouth. I'll slap you out your wheelchair because you talking crazy now. Once you talk crazy, you cannot dictate a person's reaction to your action. I say this all the time. You know what I'm saying? People be thinking they could say certain things not happen. Not saying for extra feel like that, but what I'm saying is, if I feel like Adam22 is genuinely this type of dude, I'd be more so like, yeah. Know what I'm saying? Like, I feel Adam22, you feel me? He on that. But it's like, nigga, you only really on that because For Extra situation. And For Extra probably still a trash him. I feel like For Extra is still a trash him. I ain't going to lie. You feel me? Of course, his hand got to heal up more and everything, but I feel like For Extra gonna still trash that nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Word up. Like, I done seen niggas with no hand, straight wrists, you feel me, get busy with a nigga. It's crazy. It might sound crazy, but I seen niggas with straight wrists. Like, the hand was gone. That shit was straight forearm. You feel me? With one working fist, and some was getting busy. You understand me? Throwing that little nub. You know what I'm saying? Nubbing the hell out of son that he was fighting. Put him down and everything. So it's still possible. Know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm here for it. Like, if it was to happen, you know what I mean? I'm definitely going to be tuning in. And that will be a big bag. Hey, For Extra, you want that big bag though, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that might be more than 50 racks. You feel what I'm talking about? Just because who Adam22 is and the fame that you have and the whole storyline, entertainment, right? But we have to stay tuned to actually see, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I said, For Extra, he's somewhat right for feeling the way he feel, but he's a very emotional dude. You know what I'm saying? He has extreme emotion. Not saying nothing wrong with that in some case, but sometimes that shit could get in the way, and I could relate because I kind of tend to overreact to situations. So I'm not like trying to be a hypocrite and act like my shit, all my emotions is all stable to hell. No, I'd be ready to trip too. But right is right, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And he gotta understand, like, nigga, you kind of open up that can of worms with Adam22. You feel me? But hey, man, it is what it is, right? We gotta see what's going to happen. You feel me? We gotta see what's going to pop. Like I said though, Adam, you know your energy wouldn't be like that if Son's hand wasn't jacked up. You just gotta keep it real. It won't be like that. All right, but he do have the right to say he want that fade based off of what For Extra said. You know what I'm saying? So we have to stay tuned and see what comes from it, if anything comes from it. You feel me? So with that being said, you already know it's ATM Wavvy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavvy's world. Salute to all of you, the surfers, for pulling up. You know I appreciate every single time, and I appreciate you hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, and hit that sub, and holla at the blood. Join the Surfer Nation. We always waiting, and of course you already know. It's last but not least. Always look both ways before you cross that street. Yeah. Might get hit.
Wavvy. But if the boy tall slick, I'ma blaze some.